Hello there guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson, where I'm simplifying spirituality. You see, manifestation and healing should be the simplest thing that you ever do. So today I'm talking about abundance in 2024, and I'm talking about this because I want you to know that this next year can be your most abundant year yet. And I'm going to teach you exactly how I have changed my whole life around and how you can do it too. Before I get into that though, please do like, share and subscribe. Comment down below if you find the video helpful. Also, I have a free Facebook group called The Healing Circle where we teach each other to heal, create, manifest and other wonderful things. So please join that. That's linked in the description. So let's talk about it. We're going into the idea of abundance. And how did I change? I changed myself from someone who was flat out broke to now being able to support my family and care for their every need. And my needs are met at all moments, at all times. And how did I change it? Well, look, let's talk about it from the idea of Neville Goddard and a little bit of Joseph Murphy. So one of the things that it was for me is that when it comes around money in particular, we're all so highly emotionally charged around it. You see, what it is money becomes something that really makes our emotions change. If we've got it, we're happy. If we don't, we're sad. When we feel like there's not enough, we feel unsafe, fearful. There's so much emotion around it. You see, money is just a form of exchange. That's what we need to remember. And you need to understand that money is the energy of the divine also. So we do not need to have any fear around money. It is just a substance like anything else. You see, I have many people, right, who will come to me. They can manifest love, manifest opportunity, manifest other things, but when it comes to money, they're always lacking. What is that key thing? Well, I'll tell you what it was for me. I got to the point where I'd had so much of enough of feeling the way I felt, feeling the fear, feeling the worry, feeling the frightenedness of not knowing even when it would come in, that I was like, I've had enough. It's time to change this. So what I did was I started to notice how I felt. I was like, I don't even care if abundance comes in. I want to tell you, I literally was at a point where I had £40 in the bank and I was having to look after 3 children and a wife, and I didn't know where the next paycheck was coming from, and it was just crazy. And I felt so, I just felt so worried. I was living in another country at the time too. Let's think about it then. So I had to do this. I had to change me. See, when you make it about how you feel, you make it about changing the self. Neville Goddard states that change your state and you change your life. So this is what I did, but unintentionally did it. You see, because what happened was every time I felt emotion, I would observe that emotion. You see, when there's someone says you change your state, you're like, well, now I need to go from fear to gratitude to I need to just jump to this next high emotion. So it's like I couldn't feel gratitude around money because I didn't have it. So it's like, well, if I make it about feeling very grateful for having it, my conscious mind or the other part of me starts saying, no, you don't. No, you don't. So I couldn't accept the fact. I couldn't accept the fact that I had what I needed. So it's like, I'm just going to change how I feel. So what I did, I made it every time I felt the emotion, I would observe it and I would breathe behind that observation and I would relax until I noticed my body came to a calm, peaceful state. You could call this the state akin to sleep almost, but I was wide awake, okay? But I was relaxed in my body. From there, I could intend from there. And just before I carry on to tell you how the story finishes, I'm actually having an abundance challenge in January. January 4th, I'm doing an abundance challenge where for 30 days you can work with me on your abundance mindset. I've got so many people already joined up. I want you to join up too. It's a great challenge full of wonderful new learnings and teachings to get to this space. But continuing on, okay, so I was like, right, now from this state of peace, I can become intentional. Because just like the lake, when the wind is not blowing, the lake is still. I can do a tiny drop on that lake and it may have a big effect. So I was at peace. So then I started to intend. Divine peace fills my soul. Divine love saturates my entire being. Direct from Joseph Murphy. then I would say, I have a wonderful client base. I'm fully booked with wonderful, well-paying clients, and they are receiving all the good they could get from my services. I am blessed. And I would do this regularly, but it would always be about coming back to a peaceful state of being, changing how I felt, then intending, change back how I deal with the feeling, then intend. Well, I tell you what, after 2 weeks, not loads had changed, except I started to feel better. After 3 weeks, I started to get bookings after bookings after bookings. I started to see a change in my life. Now, I didn't have high view counts on the YouTube channel. It just, people were resonating with me. I had changed energetically, so people were starting to be attracted to me. You can do this too. It doesn't need to be in the same vein, but you can have the abundance you're looking for too by making it about changing the self, changing the inner state of being. Change your state, change your life. So my state of being was one of fear, doubt, worry. So I started to change that inner state to one of peace, harmony, knowing, relaxation. What happens then? I got out the way. You see, you finally let go at this place. You finally let go when you get to this place and you start to allow. It took me a few weeks of working with my energy to start to allow the good to come in. So now it's now noticing where I am now and changing that state of being again, a state of being to someone even more abundant, more free, more at ease. You know, so how can you do it? I'll also tell you this one story. I've just been away on holiday. And you know what it's like when you're on holiday? Spending a lot, having fun, eating out. I hadn't saved up for it, so it was just spending. So what we did instead was we released. I just released, relaxed, spent with freedom, and I spent with a knowing that it comes back to me multiplied. When I did this, wow, just you wait. I came back and my bank account was in the exact same position as when I left because of all the little things that came in to add to my abundance. This is what you must do too. You've got to relax, have no emotion around money. Don't make it something that makes you feel anything. It's just the same as Joseph Murphy would say. It's like the pumping of blood through the heart. It comes in and it goes out. It is a very gentle, effortless process when it's like that. Can you make it like that? I'll be teaching more about this in the Abundance Challenge. I'll teach you how to get into this state of being and maintain it. If you can maintain it for 30 days, watch out, because you are going to have the biggest shift in your abundance in your life that you've ever seen. And I'm so excited to share this with you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you at the next one. Take care.